Right, so that is the photo shoot wrapped up. How do you feel about the last 9 months of everything?
Honestly, it's been a very difficult 9 months. So, well, not completely difficult. There's been hard bits from it, but yeah, photo shoot was a lot better than I thought.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've had some struggles through it, but we pushed through, kept digging deep, and yeah, happy with the end result. To be fair,
because for me, this photo shoot has almost been the bookmark to the end of the chapter, or this particular chapter for Stefan, and it kind of brings an end to this very long dieting phase where, let's be real, like, he was very, very out of shape, and it's now a case where people look at you differently as a coach, people look at you differently as a person, and that's going to be having a lot of benefits on his physique for one, obviously your lifestyle, and then his business as well. So there's a very important factor in why we've done this, and ultimately it's to improve personally, but we want all the other factors that you benefit from as well. So your business coaching, your coaching business has been elevated throughout, because you're showing people that you're not only just talking the talk, you're walking the walk, and there's no better way to walk the walk than to lose 35 kilos. And it's been a real testament to his hard work and dedication that his clients and people who will be wanting to jump on board with him have seen throughout the last 9 months. And that's the main thing. Like, it's not just a case of, okay, well, I'm gonna do a photo shoot. It's, well, why do you want to do a photo shoot? What does it represent? And for us, this particular scenario represents the end of this goal. And now what we're going to do is take some time off this weekend and then build the next blocks to the next phase, which is being in a very structured off season where we're going to focus on muscle building, which I don't think you've had before.
No, just a seafood diet, pretty much. See everything in sight, eat everything. So yeah,
for 3 days.
Yeah,
just for 3 days.
Looking forward to the structure. But
yeah. So the main thing is making sure that we continue this. We don't just leave it where it's at, and we don't just go, right, that's the photo shoot, right, go get fat again. We want to build upon this. We want to make sure that we're utilising this in the best way possible, and that's what we intend to do. And just keep tuned for the journey, really, because it's going to be
So I say I've been in like a perma bulk for a numerous amount of years, but obviously it's going to be good to go for a structured one where we're actually controlling the surplus and not just getting size to get stronger, to actually do it for an actual reason, to build lean muscle mass, and obviously no better man for the job.
Yeah, so that's me. Hi, Stevenphysique. Nice. But one thing I wanted to ask you: how have you felt about working with myself, and what have you ultimately taken from it over the last 9 months?
So I chose Steve because Steve pretty much got me into coaching to start with anyway. So I thought, no better to pick him to do the transformation. But yeah, it's been good. I knew I needed to pick someone who's going to, call me out on my bullshit when, going out drinking every few weekends, was telling me not to, following a structured nutrition plan, not just calories and macros, but an actual meal plan, because I'd say the biggest thing you've done for me as well is improve my relationship with food. Well, I know I'm saying it now, I'm not really too hungry, I'm not going to go absolutely mad, he says, and eat everything in sight, but it's because I've got that discipline now with food, and obviously I wouldn't have got that if Steve didn't, tailor a nutrition plan that's suiting for me, goes with my lifestyle, and obviously with my coaching business as well. So yeah, it's been a sick journey, a long journey, but like you see from my transformation picture, you'll see up there, couldn't have done anything better, couldn't have done any more. We've achieved the goal, and now we push on to the next one.
Now it's about making sure we don't waste this opportunity and building on the foundation that we've already set, because you still, as a physique, you still have a very impressive physique. Now it's a case of building where we want to build, so more chest, more shoulders, more quads, more back, and then the next time you go to diet, you'll be even more impressive, and you'll be even leaner, and this is where the phases start to build on top of each other, and you start to get that compound effect where this is the first time your body's been in this position, right? For a very long time anyway.
100%.
Right?
100%.
So there's only so far you can take this phase, and then it's about taking a step back, pulling the arrow back to be launched forwards, and then by the time this time next year comes around, you'll be bigger, you'll be leaner. And then that's just the game, that's the game that we as fitness, I was about to say influencers, but fitness professionals, coaches get sucked into, and we love the consistent progression of the journey, because it doesn't have a limit. You always said to me recently that oh, I bet, did you imagine that we could make this progress? And I always did.
Yeah.
And the reason why I took him on, because I saw the potential in Stefan, and I said, we could do something here. And I knew that we were going to get to this point. Did I think it was going to come as quickly? Maybe not. But the fact that we've done it in 9 months has been a testament to his dedication. So now it's just about building on it and using it as a very strong springboard to further success. So very good.
I think another important thing to say is as well is the point we've got to now. I'm happy with my physique, but again, don't compare yourself to others all the time. Compare yourself to how you were yesterday. Like, I know I'm not at my full potential yet, but another few months with Steve, I'm going to look even better. And that's an important thing with mindset as well. Don't be stressed about, oh, I'm not here yet. Like with me, it was, oh, I've not got the striated abs yet, you know, everything. But I know next time we do a cut, we're 100% going to be there because the workload isn't going to be as tough.
Yeah, it gets easier every time. You know, I can say the first time I didn't get abs, and now I've stepped on stage multiple times, and the process becomes easier and easier, and you have to do less to achieve more when it comes to your body, because your body understands what you're trying to do. But that takes time. You know, that takes a considerable amount of time, asking your body to do the same thing day in, day out, because you started in a position where your body was like, what the fuck's this guy doing? And then it caught on very quickly, and you made a large amount of progress in a very short period of time. Because if we were to take a picture of the first 4 months of Stefan's journey and mirror it with the last 4 months, you would see a lot more progression in those last 4 months, because his body was like, right, I know what I'm doing, but I want to burn body fat as a fuel source and want to get rid of it instead of holding on to it. So that's one thing I want people to take away, is that don't worry about the results that you don't see in 2-3 weeks, because when you come from a position where it hasn't taken 2-3 weeks for you to gain that body fat, it's not going to take 2-3 weeks to get rid of it. You have to have that patience, and that's where it's very important to have a coach to tell you to have that patience, because the amount of times you've told me and said, well, why is this not happening, why is X, Y, Z not happening, and it's like, chill out, part of the process. You have to understand where your starting point is and where your end goal is, and you have to have that perspective. So very important to understand when you're in a dieting phase, understand your starting point and understand that it may take a little bit longer, or it may take not as long to get to your end point. And always have that in the back of your mind.
And even with me now, we've done a little carb up, calories have gone up, and my body weight stayed the same. So that's just an testament, like my body has adapted now. You know, it's prioritising burning fat, gaining lean muscle, because my macros are on point. So again, another reason as well to get a coach. Me being a coach, I have a coach. Some people can't get their head around that, but even you have a coach at some point in your journey as well.
Everyone's got a coach. I've had a coach for the last 3 years. You know, so it's one of those things where we spend a lot of time as coaches keeping other people accountable. We also need someone to keep us accountable.
100%.
And that's really important. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Smashed it, bro.
Well, boy.
He's gone in for the fist, I've gone in for the handshake. You grew large quickly, but thank you very much for watching the video. And I don't know.
I've been Stefan from SPT Systems. It's been Steven from Stevenphysique. Like and subscribe. I fucking hell, I can't speak. I'll go in the pub.